Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. And if you are looking for an all-electric 3-row SUV and don't want to spend more, then I have a perfect product for you guys in this review today. And the product is none other than all-new 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9. This car has 3 rows, luxurious interior, high range in terms of electricity. But the question which I'm here to help you answer, that is this the perfect family SUV for you without spending more money? Let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Reviews 24, and if you are into honest, simple and practical car reviews, then this video is for you. Today I am going to go deeper into this all-new 2026 Ioniq 9 in this top trim calligraphy. But let me take a step back. Let me ask you a question. If you are looking for an electric 3-row SUV, the products available in the market right now are all above $100,000 in Canadian, for example. What if I tell you that you can still buy a compelling product which you can buy it for half the price of what the electric luxury market gives you? We have the competitors like Tesla Model X, Volvo's EX90, Cadillac's Vistiq, or even Ioniq's brother, which is none other than the Kia EV9. All of these cars are really a great product, but this new product in this segment has certainly shaken up the market. Let us talk about the pricing first about this Ioniq 9. The Ioniq 9 in Canadian market comes in 3 different trims: Essential Rear-Wheel Drive, Preferred, and Preferred All-Wheel Drive Plus. The one which we are having here is the top of the line Preferred All-Wheel Drive Plus with calligraphy package. Yes, you are right. You will actually need to choose 2 different packages, luxury or calligraphy, in order for you to get the best value for your money and get all the bells and whistles. However, you would certainly get a steeper price tag. The car starts from 62,000 Canadian dollars for its essential rear-wheel drive. But if you go for the top of the trim, this one here, then it will take you all the way to 84,000 Canadian dollars. And if you go for a mid-range, which is preferred all-wheel drive with luxury package, then it would be roughly around $80,000 or less. So that's about the pricing. So you can decide which really is the perfect trim for you. I believe the value for money is this preferred all-wheel drive calligraphy, because when we get into every detailing of this car and understand the luxury, the tech, the range and every other features in this car, you would be amazed that for $84,000 you get so much. So without further ado, let's get into more detail. And hey, please do not forget to like and subscribe my channel so that I can bring more such car reviews for you guys. And a huge shout out to South Trail Hyundai, especially Chad Miles, for lending us this car today so that I can review it for you. If you are looking for new Ioniq 9 or even new Palisade deals, reach out to him. It's time for the exterior design. Let us start from the front fascia of this Ioniq 9. It is a certainly different design language from Hyundai, especially futuristic in my opinion. Look at the front. It looks really prominent and bold as well as modern and futuristic. I love this entire panel of pixel design, which is derived from their Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6. The new Hyundai logo is also awesome and looks really neat and clean. You see the front panel, especially in this abyss black color, everything is bland. But if you choose any different color, you will see that this portion over here in the center is all blacked out and it is transparent. You see pixel design inside it with also the radar system here and front camera all integrated in this front black glass Now if you go to the bottom, which is the front bumper, that's where also you see a very intriguing design. I love this silver plastic breaking this design into two. Everything is blacked out here as well. You have functional air vents here which opens when you actually turn on the car to cool your batteries, and it looks really nice and clean design. Now let's talk about the LED lights of this. It's where you see a completely different design. The one which we have here is the top of the line calligraphy model, hence the LED lights are also very much different for only these models. You will not see the same design for the base model. You see everything is pixel design, cube-like design, square. The boxes are also with silver trim. You have pixel lights over here as well, high beam, low beam, and this looks so futuristic and classic in my opinion. This segment here actually is your turn signal and daytime running lights as well. Now over to the side is where you will see this massive R21 285 by 45 tire profile and this dual tone alloy rims. Look at this rim, so sophisticated and elegant. The fenders are all body painted and it has got this different design elements, sculpted look to it, squarish look overall. It looks really nice in this design language. Now let us talk about the overall side profile of this Ioniq 9. As soon as I unlock this car, as you see, the door handle pops out, the side mirrors pops out. That means it has got power side mirrors, which is really great. The side mirrors are quite big and that is good thing. You have the turn signals over here in a pixel design. You even have a camera system for your 360-degree view. And the best part is I love these flush handles. Look how cool it is. It even says Ioniq 9 on top here in this dual tone finish. If I lock it, it goes inside. And if I unlock it, it pops out easily, and that's really a great design. You just need to walk towards the car and it will automatically pop out. The silver trim across the width of the car, which is only on the bottom of it, as if it's a hockey stick kind of design, and I love the way it is done because the top finish is all blacked out. Even the silver roof rails here are really prominent and big. The car is 199.2 inches long and 78 inches wide, and that is really a big car. In fact, the car is roughly around 4 inches longer than the Palisade and the Kia Telluride, which is a good thing to have. And the newer Palisade, in fact, the 2026 model is fairly the same size as this Ioniq 9. So you have an option. If you want to go for a gas or hybrid powertrain, choose the Palisade. If you want to go for all electric 3-row SUV, choose the Ioniq 9. Let's continue with the design language. Now the doors are quite big and wide. Even this lower portion here has sculpted defined design to it, all blacked out material. If you choose different colors, you will see the differentiation over here as well. But the best part is this quarter window here. It's quite huge, great for the sunlight inside for the third row passengers. Again, this hockey style silver panel here continues, and this is where I think it looks quite different. It does have some classic design like the sculpted sides, which is quite wide, and it gives a very muscular stance as well. The charging port in this Ioniq 9, which is on the passenger side of things, but it has this interesting motorized door which opens very nicely. NACS charging port, no more CCS charging port in this Ioniq 9, and that is a great choice, Hyundai. You have got this pixel style lights which actually turns into green when you actually connect your charging port here, and it is really neat. Now this car comes with onboard level 2 charging of 11 kilowatts. That means you can charge this car from 10 to 80% in roughly around 10 hours. However, the car is built on an 800 volt architecture. That means it has got DC fast charging. It supports 350 kilowatt charging, means 10 to 80% in just 24 minutes. Hence, this car is very fun and easy to go anywhere because you can charge faster, and the range is 311 miles, 500 kilometers. That's really great. Have you seen any car out there on the road looks like this? I don't think so, because look at this LED pixel design, goes across the width and top of this car, and this is something class leading and unique in my opinion, futuristic in every which way. The Ioniq 9 is spelled big and wide. Even the Hyundai logo is hidden behind the glass. These wipers are tucked very well inside this protruding spoiler, which is integrated with this brake lights, and everything is LEDs, turn signals, brake lights, and everything is very neatly designed. Even the overall trunk opens quite wide and very classic. The profile is much more sportier and coupe style. As you see, the roofline is going slightly lowered. Simple cut designs over here. You have two camera systems, one for the rear, one camera for your rear digital view camera system. Both are integrated well in this space, and it is also neatly designed. Now let's talk about the rear bumper of this car. Again, the rear bumper is very different. Pixel design continues here as well. That silver plastic trim breaks the design really well. I love the overall bumper design, very clean. You have got reflectors in pixel style, you have got brake lights here as well, but no exhaust system, but obviously because this is an all electric car. Now let us talk about the trunk space of this car, and you would be surprised how good it is. The trunk space is all powered. You see this button, you open it and it opens pretty fast, and it gives you a massive space inside this third row SUV. Now behind the third row, as you see, everything is neat and tidy, but you get 23 cubic feet of space. The existing Palisade gives you around 18 cubic feet of space. The floor is quite flat, but if you open it, we do not have much space under floor. By the size of this car, they could have gone more deeper space here and given more storage as well. 12-volt charging here, and an interesting button where you can actually adjust your trunk's height. That is something unique I have seen in the car here. On the other side is where you have obviously your trunk lights, but you have power folding buttons for third row and second row. You even have household style 125-volt plug here as well, and this is vehicle to load. That means you can actually take the power out from this car to give you power to your appliances, what you want to use in your camping scenario as well. You have some hook system, and that's pretty much it. Now let me fold the third row for you. They are power operated and also operates pretty fast. When the third row is flat, you get 47 cubic feet of space, which is again a decent number, I would say. And when you flat the second rows, which are captain seats in this case, because this is a calligraphy model, you get 88 cubic feet of space. Now I understand that's not the class leading numbers, especially when you talk about Lexus TX and others, but at least in this segment, it is certainly enough for you to go for camping as well as use as much storage and space you want when you are with your family. Now let us talk about the front trunk and see whether it has any frunk or not. So $1,000,000 question, do we have a frunk in this Ioniq 9 or not? Especially with this big size, I believe they should. Well, good news is, yes, you do have a frunk space here, roughly around 3 cubic feet. As you see, not too deep, not too wide, but at least you have something. You even have a button over here to open the trunk from inside. Lot of sound damping material over here and on both the sides. Now that is something really a great choice that will translate into much more smooth and quieter ride inside. Now let us talk about the interior design and understand the tech inside the car. It's time for us to get inside this Ioniq 9, but before that, let's talk about the key. The key is an egg-shaped key, again H from the other side, but one thing I must say, it's very plasticky, lightweight. I feel that as a premium car at a price of $80,000 something, get some metal into this and make it much more richer or luxurious. You have some side buttons for auto parking and everything, which you get similarly in the Palisade as well. Otherwise, lock, unlock and everything else is very simple and easy to use. Now let me hop in the car. The door handles are quite wide as well as heavy. That's a good thing to have. The stepping height is also nice. The car has ground clearance of 6.9 inches, which is decent, I would say. I wish they could have gone with 8 inches at least to give you that SUV stance. This car comes with a cool feature where you can literally make all the front seats and the rear seats in a lounge setup. I'll just press this button over here, and as you see, I'm literally getting into a sleeping lounge position. This way you can relax in this car while the car gets charged at the charging station. That is a cool feature, isn't it? Now over to the door panel of this Ioniq 9. This is in all black interior, but it looks really stunning and top notch. Soft touch plastic over here. So I love this round design element inside this Ioniq 9, which you will see everywhere in this door panel as well as in the center console. But here is where you have this metal inlay across, and it looks really premium. Even the door handles are more metal style. You have got 2% memory seats, massage button over here as well. That's cool. You have power folding mirrors and adjustment electronically. One touch power buttons for all the windows and your child safety button and everything here. Soft touch leather here as well, and you have got decent space under this. It also has ambient lighting here, as you can see, slightly bluish or purplish right now. Now the bottom half of the door panel is also very interestingly designed. Again, you see that same roundish design with this chrome plastic finish. You have got big speaker grill. This comes with Bose premium sound system, roughly around 15 speakers. That's really awesome. You have got hard touch plastic over here, but still better than other car manufacturers, I would say. This portion does not retract, but it is transparent. The door pockets are not wide or deep. It only can hold one bottle, which is an interesting choice. They could have used this space and make it much more wider, but it is what it is. Now let us talk about the driver side things, especially starting with the driver seats and everything over here. Now the driver seat here is 14-way adjustable. You see every lumbar controls. This button here is to get into the lounge mode. This is here to kind of open your support under the legs here, as well as everything here is for your bolstering and everything. The car seat sits quite higher from the floor, and which is a nice thing to have. You have got decent Ioniq 9 skid plate here. It does not glow. On my left you have got some interesting bits. Here is where you have your fuse, so you don't have any storage here, but you have parking brakes, trunk opening, and everything else here as well. You have this button to open your power charging port. Now let us talk about the car seat comfort as well as the dashboard design from the passenger side. Starting from the car seats for the passenger, 10-way adjustable power car seats for the passenger, which is really nice, perforated, heated and ventilated. If you come closer, you will see the bolstering is very soft. Again, look at the intriguing design, the perforated fill, the linings, this pixel style 4 dots, which is nothing but Hyundai in Morse code, and the headrest is also soft and decent. Overall, the lower part of the seats are also cushiony and perforated. Everything looks really neat and fancy in my opinion. Now over to the dashboard. The dashboard is quite low but very neatly designed. Soft as plastic over here, silver plastic layout which is across the dashboard width and looks really nice. Even the slim AC vents here with the silver trim looks classic. But the best part, as you see, it's calligraphy and the ambient lighting here, and this marble style plastic piece or finish looks something interesting. Obviously it's not luxurious in terms of touch and feel to it, but it is something unique in this segment. But there is a lot going on here as well. You have got a small tray here to put your phone or anything, but you have this button here to open your glove box. It is fairly easy. Another interesting thing is the center console here as well. As you see, there is a big gap. That means I can move from driver to passenger side easily. It's because this tunnel here is a floaty tunnel. I can press this button and I can move this tunnel back and forth with the convenience of the front passenger or the rear passenger. This is a neat design which actually you saw first time in the Ioniq 5. Now they've carried forwarded in the Ioniq 9 as well. Now let us talk about the front screen and everything. So now let's talk about the front dashboard design of this Ioniq 9, and everything is very elegant and seamlessly designed. First of all, these two huge 12.3-inch screens, one for the driver's display and one for the infotainment screen. Everything is seamless, something which you have been used to in all the Hyundai products now, and it looks really nice. What else we have is the 10-inch heads-up display as well, which is really looking nice. Let us talk about the steering wheel here as well. The steering wheel is really interesting. It looks like a Range Rover steering wheel, isn't it? The way it is designed. But all buttons are very seamlessly designed. You have got cruise control on my left, other volumes and other modes on my right. And you see this? It's lighting in green, right? Because these are LEDs, again H for this 4 dots Morse code for Hyundai, and it looks really premium. The steering wheel is soft, leather stitched and looks really nice. Again, the silver panel breaks the overall design element, and the steering wheel is telescopic and tilted adjustment, and good thing is it is power operated. Great job Hyundai. Now what you have here is, on my left is your light control, on my right you have two different stalks. One is to control your wipers and everything, and second is actually very important because this is actually your gear selectors. But the good thing is, look at the start stop button over here, neatly designed. You press this to turn on or off the car. Right now the car is turned on. You see the ready button over here which says that it is ready to go. This button over here can take it from reverse, and you see this 360-degree camera, and front for drive and press for parking. Very simple and easy to use once you get used to it. Now let's talk about the center console design as well. Everything is very neat, again blacked out finish. I love the combination of physical buttons, and the HVAC system is all touchscreen as well as physical knobs. You have got heated ventilated buttons here, heated steering wheel, AC controls. Everything is neatly integrated here. Infotainment screen, as I mentioned, is very neat, crisp and clear. You have battery settings over here, navigation inbuilt, but you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can even project your phone. As you see, the operating system is very fast and responsive. Typical Hyundai operating system, very minimalist, less clutter, choose phone projections, seats, setup, weather, everything is just one touch and no more complications at all, which is always good to know. Look at the centerpiece here. You have got some more storage space. You can put your key here to charge. You have 3 USB-C, and what you read here is amazing. 100-watt maximum. That's the first time I have seen a car providing USB-C with 100-watt charging. That means you can charge your phone, iPad, tablet as well as your laptop easily. You have this push button here for revealing a 12-volt cigarette style charging as well. Now this piece is also silvered, but the talking point is the center console. Look at how neatly it is designed. Fast wireless charging for your phone, and the way it is designed, you see this pixel design, so it keeps the phone little up from the floor. When you put the phone here, you will have this light bar turned on. You have camera system, parking brakes, hill descent, auto hold, and your drive modes over here. If you see the drive modes on the center digital screen, if you can, I'll just put the steering wheel a little down. The drive modes here are Eco, Normal, Sports and My Drive. Very simple. Again, the silver panel here does not get dirty and catches dust easily, so that is good to know. These two cup holders are very deep and neatly designed. I love the way it is all integrated very well. The center console is quite deep. Look at this. Right now, the first compartment here is a tray. It comes with this 100-watt enabled charging cable from Hyundai itself. That's a great thing, Hyundai. This tray can be opened. It reveals a deeper space inside this as well. Now, as soon as I close this center console, you have this soft touch plastic here, which is really comfortable. But remember how deep the space was in the center console. You can actually use that from the rear passenger with this button over here, and it opens and reveals this entire space which you can access from the rear passengers. But there are a lot of cool features. In fact, you see these two buttons here which can adjust the passenger side from driver side. You can adjust the top of the seat or even the bottom by taking it front or back. This is all convenience in your hand, and that's good thing to have. Alright, now we can talk about the headliner. The headliner has the same suede style material over here. It's not actually Alcantara in my opinion, it's more of a cloth finish, but it looks like an Alcantara, but it looks really nice and soft. You have this rear digital view mirror, as you can clearly see. You can even convert it into regular mirror as well. It has got home link, which is good. The light system here is also interesting with this curved C-shaped design. You have got big handy sun visor here with lights and looks really nice. Now the car does come with panoramic sunroof, as you can see across. Good thing is the panoramic sunroof also opens, and you have the sunshade here to close and open. The sunshade or the panoramic sunroof does not extend to the third passengers, neither it has a small dedicated third passenger sunroof, just like how you have in Palisade. Alright then, now I'm on the second row of Ioniq 9, and there is a lot to talk about here as well. The space is immense, you cannot imagine. But first, let's talk about the door panel, and most importantly, how wide this opening is. Look at how wide it is. In fact, the door opens even further. You see this door panel is very much similar to the front doors. You have the same seat style, chrome finish here as well, leather finish here, soft touch plastic. You have ambient lighting. The door pockets are also similar to the front doors. You have got Bose speaker grill with the silver finish to it, one touch button, but most important is you have the sunshades here as well. These seats here are captain chairs because this is a calligraphy model and it does not come with a bench seat option. That's one thing manufacturers are going with. I don't know why. There should always be choices to go for a captain chair or a flat bench, either of any trim you choose. Look at this power controls here, 8-way adjustable seats here as well. And the same button which we showed you in the front, with this one touch of a button, the seat can actually convert into lounge seats just like your driver's seat we showed. The space here is more than 43 inches. I mean, I can't say enough of how much roomy it is. And if you want to make more space for the third row passengers, I can keep moving this forward and forward and forward, and yet I have got enough space. You have your own AC vents, 3-zone climate control here as well. Heated and ventilated seats for both the captain seats. Look at this, you can actually open this from the back, that's nice. You can open this one for more storage, that's even nice. You have got 100-watt USB charging for your second row, even better. There's a massive LED lights over here, as well as AC vents on top of this, which is really big, so it cools very fast. Now, most important is I am 5'8" and I have got enough headroom, and you can see it quite evident thanks to this panoramic sunroof. A 6-foot person can easily sit here comfortably without any issues. Now let us hop in the third row and check, is it for adult or only for kids? Okay, to go to the third row, you have two options. Obviously, you can just simply walk from this panel here, or you have buttons over here. Everything is electronic. As you see, the seat completely tumbles towards the front. Obviously, the space here is decent. The first thing I notice is the seats are quite higher from the floor. That means the under thigh support is really nice. The seats are very soft, but it is only configured for 2 people. Let me go on the other side. The seats can actually come forward easily. I wish they could have given the same buttons like the passenger seats for me to adjust it, even this captain seats. That way the third row can even make easy adjustments as and when you want. Actually move this captain seats little forward, and that enables me enough decent space for an adult for a long journey without fail. And what do we have for third row passengers? We have this power operated switch to recline your backrest as I am doing it. That adds to the comfort. You have got USB-C cup holders. This area is all plastic. You have got your own AC vents over here, and the roof is also quite high. That means even for the third row passengers, I guess easily a 6-foot person can sit here for long. Your own LED lights separate from the trunk lights, which is always good to have. Overall, I wish they could have made this for 3 people, as it is quite wide, just like Palisade, but they went with just 2 people configuration. So you can actually get this car for 6 people or 7 people. That's it. You can't get this car for 8 passenger configurations. Well, that's pretty much it from inside this car. Everything is top notch, great. Now that's pretty much it from this car interior. The third row is great. The second row is awesome. However, there are some hard plastic here and there. But now let's talk about the driving dynamics of this car and understand, is this car fun to drive or it is lacking the power based on the size of this car. So it's time for us to take this Ioniq 9 on a spin and check it out. How does it drive? Is it really fun? The first thing I notice in this Ioniq 9 is how quiet it is, thanks to this sound damping material under the floor and in the front hood and everywhere. Overall, the height of this car is really decent. The way I am sitting, it's very commanding and gives a complete SUV feel to it. Most importantly, the tire noise is very less. Now, as soon as I put the acceleration, the car really drives fast and it is very smooth. Also, is good is this regenerative braking in this car. The braking is really nice. The steering wheel is quite stiff, which is good. It gives you more sportier feel in a regular mode. If you change the sport mode, which I'm going to do it right now, and it will immediately change, I believe, the way it drives. Yes, it is. Actually, the suspension is stiff enough, the steering is even stiffened from the normal mode, and overall the acceleration has also become much more faster. Must say the car so far has not disappointed me in any which way. In fact, look at the turning radius of this big car. I was easily able to turn this and without any issues. The suspension is quite nice. It's soaking up the bump very well. In fact, the brakes is very confident, soft. At the same time, it has got good feel to it. Now the visibility of this car is also really decent, and the A-pillar is quite big, but it has got some glass window here that will give you good sight to the blind spot. You have got both speakers over there as well. Driving agility of this car, the body roll, in fact, as I'm changing the steering wheel quite fast, the body roll is negligible thanks to this EV architecture where the center of gravity is great and this big 110 kilowatt hour battery. This car produces 422 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. The car is really fun to drive. The agility of the car is perfect. The proportions of the car when driving is not too big. And I must say, in terms of driving, this car drives even better than the Palisades or even Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 6. So after spending good quality time with this Ioniq 9, it's time for the final thoughts. Should you consider shortlist or go ahead and buy this Ioniq 9? In my opinion, I would certainly go ahead and shortlist this car if you are looking into an electric 3-row SUV for your family. And there are very good reasons for that as well. As we all know, Hyundai has been really doing great in last decade in terms of producing great cars and reliable cars. In fact, resale value has also gone high. But when it comes to this Ioniq 9, the design is completely futuristic. The space is like a minivan. The tech is certainly top notch, as well as the features what it comes with in terms of driving. The range of this car is almost 500 kilometers. This all ticks marks for a product which is compelling in every which way. But we do have a lot of competition in the three-row SUV market as well. As we already talked about earlier, is that luxury car markets are producing a lot of electric cars in three-row segment. Affordable mainstay segment, we only have a bigger competitor in this segment, which is none other than the Kia EV9. Is also slightly less priced than this particular model. But in my opinion, the way it drives, the way it looks, as well as the space it offers, roughly around 199 inches long, is perfect in terms of the overall proportion and the balance of this car. I think you should certainly go ahead and give a hard look at this Ioniq 9. I'm sure you would really love this car, especially if you are a Hyundai car fan. Well, that's all from my side. Thank you all for watching and see you all in the next one.